Nice. Awesome.
So how's it going? Allocation window, what? How many hours now?
I think 0. I think we just
Oh,
just
it's
wrapped it
close.
up.
Oh no.
Did you
Sorry, I
miss
got
it?
mine. No, I got mine in early. I enjoyed a nice, juicy text matching on my allocations.
Yeah. That was awesome. Actually, maybe we can go through the results now. Maybe that's okay, let's do that. Let's check out the results of the project. Cool. All right. Can you see it? It already says welcome to Epoch 9. Yeah, crazy. All right. We started Epoch 9 already. So let's check out what happened in Epoch 8. All right. We have the ranking from most funded to least. Crazy. All right. Well, grow the pie with a solid 23.8 ETH. Donations, 118 donors. That's very solid. Very good, grow the pie. Nice. Then second place, we have DAppNode, 22.8 ETH with 101 donors. Also very solid. Very cool. I'm excited. Solidity, nice. 22.3. Okay, that's a solid one. No pun intended. Remix, fourth with 21, 72 donors. Protocol Guild, interesting. They had 97 donors only 17.2. So they're third, I guess, in number of donors, but I guess their donors had less matching. Interesting. And now that ETH is pumping, this project's probably really, really happy. I don't see, is anybody here from projects? No, not really. Viper next, right? It's 15.2. That's also very nice. Then open source observer, interesting. That's also cool. I would have expected L2Bit to go a little bit higher, but I mean, they also have a lot of donors. 87, that is, I think, fourth. Build Guild and open source observer are both with 85, almost even for Build Guild. That's very cool. And yeah, a bunch of these projects are very close to each other. Crazy that Favor, Ethereum, and Commit Boost have all 28 donors in the same amount, close to the same amount raised. Maybe it's the same people. Bwiddle Giddle. Yeah, actually, I don't know if you saw the live stream with Austin. I don't know if he mentioned it there, but actually he calls it Build Guild. So I pivoted from calling it Whittle Giddle. Love the way you write it there. Crazy. Shutter Network, solid, almost 9 ETH also. Very good. Act HVM, what's the name of the collective? Argot Collective. That's the name. They also got 28. Okay, this 28 number is really interesting, actually. Because actually these three are all from Argot Collectives. They're probably the Argot collective supporters or something. Interesting. Cool. Ethers.js, 70 donors, but less donations. DeFi Llama also a lot of donors, 90. That's wild. That is fourth place. Cool. All right. I also would have expected them to score higher, but I don't want to be biased here, but it's actually cool to see that the community is not voting for the most visible or visual projects, but they're actually allocating in a different way. I actually would have expected L2Beat and DeFi Llama to score a lot higher, and that's pretty cool. StableWatch also like very bullish on this project. We're probably gonna be doing some games. They built a game to simulate being a stablecoin founder. So it is super fun. So probably gonna play it. Not in the next Dragon's Den, but the one after. Next Dragon's Den we have special edition together with the Ethereum cat herders for Ethereum's birthday. Yeah, excellent projects. That is true. Very good projects. DeFi Scan also very bullish. I mean, on all of them, honestly. And Bundle Bear also, I like what they're doing. I think they need to maybe get a little bit more out there and get their image so that they can be at the level of L2Beat because and DeFi Scan as well because they're where they're presenting their findings and their data. It's really interesting, really good. Very strong team. Circuit Scan, nice. That's my friend Ben with this project. Okay, thank you. Next Dragon's Den. No, next Dragon's Den. Well, maybe I said it wrong during the workshop. Next Dragon's Den is gonna be the birthday, and maybe after we will do the staking workshop. The staking dragons then. What does that mean? Is that on my end? T2P fast ban ephemery. Interesting. Okay, that's cool. Love to see this. Love to see this. Congrats to all the teams. This is great. I'm actually really happy with the results. Yeah, so there was an issue with the scheduling, so I can imagine less people are coming, and also it's the end. I think people are a little bit fed up with us showing up in the timeline all the time with the live streams and with this and that. Probably a little bit exhausting. About the Glamsterdam fork, do you mean we had a live stream about the Glamsterdam fork? I would highly recommend to check it out. I need to even rewatch that live stream because it's very dense, but it's very informative. Let's see here, Glamsterdam. Thank you, Torgeras. What's the TLDR? What's the TLDR? I would say the TLDR that there are a couple of conflicting views, but in a way, like none of them are bad, of course, but people like the developers are still deciding. I think like the primary one is one group wants to reduce block time to 6 seconds, I believe. So that's like reducing it in half. And the other one had something else that I cannot really explain in simple terms, an alternative view or a complementary view. Yeah, block time speed is valuable for sure. Oh, nice. Let's see let me read I think you shared the studio link. Yes, that's it. Thank you, Sir Gabe. The TLDR. Okay, cool. I'll read this to you. Protocol Guild, leading independent funding organization for 190 Ethereum core developers. They run completely on-chain with the transparent funding and 4-year vesting to ensure long-term support. 20% of members say Protocol Guild funding is very or extremely important to their continued work. Block level access list. Tony, that's one of the things they want to add. Add cheat sheets to every block so validators can validate faster through perfect EVM parallelization. Enables gas limit scaling on L1 and helps L2 tools, also needed for future CKVM transitions. Okay, that's cool. I think I missed that one. 6-second slots. Sorry, it's slot time. Block time. Reduces slot time from 12 to 16 seconds while halving. So halving the gas limit per block to maintain throughput. Faster confirmations for users, exchanges, and cross-chain protocols makes everything from DEX prices to withdrawals twice as fast. Then we have Fossil. It's a fork choice enforced inclusion list that fights censorship by having 16 decentralized validators per slot. Force include transactions into builder blocks, prevents too sophisticated builders from controlling 90% of block building and excluding transactions. This one's super important to me because maybe like a year or a year and a half ago, I found out that there's really like these two block builders that build 90% of the blocks, like Beaver build and what's the other one? Some other one. It's crazy. That's really not healthy, in my opinion. So that's super nice. And EPBS and RICO enshrine proposer builder separation, removes trusted relays, and separates beacon blocks from execution payloads. A more mature proposal with working implementations on DevNets and cleaner slot restructuring. So I think those are the things. Thanks for sharing that, Gabe. That's actually amazing that you have that there in the YouTube description.
Yeah, thanks, Gabe. That is very helpful.
Yeah, I also needed a little bit of a refresher. Because also there, when you're doing the live stream, like you cannot really pay full attention. Nice, Epoch 8 wrap up tweet. That's exciting. All good, Gabe. Good luck with that. If you need ideas or anything, let us know here in the chat to help. Because it's a rather quiet day today. I think we can stay 10 more minutes or so in case someone pops up and asks questions. Any other updates? We are releasing a lot of content around vaults. Maybe you should have seen this. We're super excited about the protocol that we've built based on Yearn. So check it out here. We have, yeah, nice. This tweet got almost 9,000 views when we were announcing the yield donating vaults, and vaults as growth engines or article that it's really short, I would say. So I would highly recommend to check it out because it's very informative and succinct. What else? I think I shared about the staking workshop. If you want to participate, we're gonna do a private workshop for those interested in solo staking, where we will, well, the people at ETHStaker and Stake Soros, they're gonna run us through setting up a node, all in a virtual environment. So when you're ready to actually execute it, you will know all the steps and what to do. So you can do it by yourself. So I'm super excited about that. That's gonna be on the 7th of August, and there needs to be a couple of steps, like some homework related to the workshop, the first workshop that we had. So make sure to do that. I'm gonna link it here. There we go. That is it. Hello, Olokoji. How's it going? GM, do you have any questions or comments? We just shared that we just finished with Epoch 8. The nations are now closed, and Epoch 9 has already officially started. In a couple months, we will have another allocation window. Super excited about that. And yeah, GM, Mort, if you have any questions or comments, let us know. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna hang out around for maybe 5-10 minutes. Thank you, Will, for coming. See you next week. Don't miss the Dragon's Den on Tuesday. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna be hosting it on X this time, so no more Dragon's Den on Discord. But thanks for coming on. All right, yeah, I'll be around if you need anything to unmute yourselves or send a message. I'll gladly answer any questions. All right, let's wrap it up there. Thanks for coming. Great to see you, Q Royale. Hope to see you soon in Buenos Aires, maybe, or something. Mike is here. Hello, sir. We were just about to wrap it up, actually, but happy to chat a little longer.
Sorry for being late, or very late, I guess.
Well, yeah, the thing is, there was some scheduling issue on here on the events tab. So
Yeah, like it sometimes
maybe
shows
some
us
confusion.
at 1 p.m., sometimes at 12.
Yeah, it's
That's
super weird. Yeah, sorry about that. How are you doing, Mike? Did you make your allocations? We just wrapped up Epoch 8.
I did, yeah, a few days ago.
Nice, awesome.
How did do we have stats on that, or you guys already talked about that?
Yeah, we did, but we can share a little bit more. So let me share. If you go to the projects tab, you can see the final results, the top projects. Where there you go, the link. Grow the pie first in terms of ETH, Dapnode second, and Solidity third.
Oh wow!
And, yeah, actually a lot of unexpected things for me. I expected more, I don't know, like the front-facing projects like L2Beat or DeFi Llama, kind of, to be a lot more popular. And Protocol Guild even a little bit higher, but pretty cool to see that people are allocating.
Yeah, I would say name recognition is still kind of, rules. Everyone knows Solidity, Appnode, OdaPi. L2Beat, I would say, yeah, like expected it to be maybe L2Beat a bit higher, but it's not far behind. L2Beat is actually, L2Beat is like what? Oh, number of donors versus actually total is different.
Yeah. So indeed, maybe we should take a look at donors to see. Yeah, if we look at donors, actually DeFi Llama and L2Beat are a lot higher.
Interesting.
It is.
Not too surprising though. Cool. Nice. Did I miss anything? Like,
No, maybe just to say that we're gonna have a special edition Dragon's Den on Tuesday with Ethereum cat herders for Ethereum's birthday, and we're gonna start doing the Dragon's Dance on X as a live stream instead of Discord.
Interesting.
To reach more people. I think we've been stalling a little bit on the amount of attendees, so see if we can increase it that way.
Same time though, right? All right.
And there's also the Solo Staker workshop, private workshop. Do you know about that? Have you seen it?
I have seen it, yeah.
So we also talked briefly about that.
All right, not bad.
And regarding stats, I think, Grow the Pie already has the stats.
Wait. So you mean like 100 and something people voted?
This epoch? I see
Cannot be correct.
257 on Grow the Pie, actually.
Um,
Where did you see
see
that?
100,
The other number?
118. Am I seeing
In
something
Grow
else?
the Pie?
Yeah, am I seeing something else? Something Epoch 8, right? And donors Grow the Pie 118.
Oh, for Grow the Pie. Yeah,
Yeah.
for Grow the Pie, that's yeah. For Grow the Pie, that is 118. But if you want to see the total number of donors, you go to this other one above, like this other dashboard, let's say above, and if you pick Epoch 8 there as well, I really don't know why they're separated. You see donating users and the number in parentheses. That's the total number of donors for the Epoch.
Not
Did you
sure
find
where
it?
that is. Maybe not.
Let me share my screen.
Believe you don't.
It's a bit weird. Yeah, no, but it's also because I also find it a little bit confusing. So we're here, right?
1 second. Okay, now I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
In Grow the Pie.
yeah. Right. You were looking at
The Octant dashboard. I mean,
okay.
I would
Yeah.
expect it to be in Octant and not,
Indeed. Yeah. I don't think we have those. I think we do actually. That's also a little bit weird to find, but I think we have metrics. Yeah, metrics. Yeah. Total donors, 336 we see here. This is interesting because it's not matching with the Grow the Pie number, so I'm gonna reach out to them to see what is up.
Maybe they have all the results or something. Interesting. 900, 915 unused.
Yeah, that's wild.
So like only a quarter, like a bit more than a quarter actually voted.
Yeah,
Is it common?
I think it is. Like last epoch was even worse. I mean, we had a lot of donors, but we also had like 1,500 users.
But if you don't vote, you don't even get like, the none, like you get nothing, right? Something like that.
You get nothing.
Well,
So
that's
it's unallocated value. That unallocated value is lost for them, basically.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's a good angle to kind of, to advertise, but it's kind of a shame both in
Yeah.
both directions. Like you lose your allocation basically. But
Oh, yeah, exactly.
interesting.
But yeah, there's always around 400 to 500 users that don't allocate. This one is 900. It's a lot. So we need to get them back in the game.
Yeah. Is there like any, because these are people who, so this is like of the like 15% who actually locked their GLM, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So they
That's what
locked
we
it, but
consider users.
well, I mean, I guess there's probably ways to kind of break it down more, like to see is it like older GLM people who locked it longer, like time ago, or like like who who these people are, because it's like
Yeah,
it's like I'm sure there's like an opportunity to get back a whole bunch of them.
yeah, absolutely. And it's tough. It's tough to get them because of the nature of Web3, I guess. But yeah,
I
we
mean,
should try.
I guess you can say like you're losing your money. Maybe they're not aware of it. Who knows?
Yeah, indeed.
Cool.
But this is also cool. People who withdraw to instead of donating. I mean, we have a couple of whales from back in the GLM days that just, of course, withdraw. So that's why it's kind of skewed towards withdrawals. But last epoch, we had only 2.17% donations. And now we have a lot more. Now we have 7.6. So that's a big improvement. Still way to go, but I think it's going to be, I mean, it's very hard to make these whales change their minds.
I guess so, but there's, the less they donate, I guess the more sort of powerful your vote is.
Yeah.
Or like everyone else.
Indeed.
Because I think mine was like 500 times or something.
Yeah, the majority is like that.
Interesting.
But
Yeah,
you can see
I've
the
never seen
average
this.
level.
I've never seen the metrics.
Yeah, it's super cool. Check it out. It's up here next to.
Yeah, now I see it.
Next to projects. Yeah. And Growth the Pie has also pretty interesting metrics worth checking out, like the actual Growth the Pie platform. And to access that, you go to at the bottom of this left menu, you find public goods, you expand it, and there you have Octant. It's a little bit hidden, but once you know how to find it,
Trackers.
it's interesting. But they have some data wrong, I'm realizing.
Maybe
I
it's
already
later
told
on.
them that they had some wrong data here, but that's not matching with the app. We'll ping them again.
I'm on the wrong website. No wonder.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for like the personal walkthrough.
Yeah, of course. Hey, Andre, how are you doing?
Fine, allocation window is closed, the withdrawals work, funds are in the vault, so all projects and users welcome to withdraw their funds.
Amazing. Yes. Yeah, very excited for that. Thanks for all the hard work there, as always.
Location.
Yeah, if there's anything you'll like to discuss or comment or ask, otherwise we can slowly wrap
Oh,
it up.
this is just me. No, I'm good. Thank you so much. I appreciate the personal the personal walkthrough, as I said.
Of course, man. Anytime. All right. Well, see you hopefully Tuesday.
Yep. See you guys.
Bye bye.